Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to my channel, and today in this video we are going to handle a small feature to complete our users functionality, or rather manage the CRUD, which is updating a user. There are certain fields in the user object which I don't really want anyone to update in this application because I want them to be in sync with GitLab. So what I figured out is the only thing which I would like them to change over here is their display name. Okay. This is just to capture the essence that the edit is possible, but yeah, I mean, in terms of the application, I'm really relying on GitLab to give me the other details. For example, the profile image is something which we will continue to rely on GitLab rather than adding the functionality to upload an image on this application, at least for now. So we have handled CRUDs, and edit is something which we have done in our previous videos. So this should be easy, and let's get started looking at how we can do that using test-driven development. So the first thing that I'm going to do is create a test which is page user edit. So this is inside my page folder, sorry. And what is the first test that we are looking at? Let's just say that we need to assert that the page shows the name of the user. That's the bare minimum. So what am I going to do first? Let me create a user so that I'm able to act as that user. With that done, why don't we go to that particular route and assert that a text is visible? So this is the route, which is users.show. We pass the parameter because in the web route, when we have declared the resource controller for a show, we need the user. So the first thing on that particular page is we will check whether we have a status code of assert OK or not, which basically is status code of 200. Yeah. Okay. And then assert C text user.name. So let's run that, and obviously it fails. So let's see how we can solve that. Let me open up my user controller. I have show. I need to pass the user to this view as well. And do I have this blade? Yeah, we have created it. Just that we haven't passed anything and we haven't done the markup over there. Okay, so using route model binding, I have the user. I pass that user to this show blade. And what I'm expecting is a form on this particular blade file. So why don't I first paste the markup, and then we will talk about how we can handle that. All right. So we have the first thing, which is we are extending the app layout. This is our title, view user details. We have a breadcrumb, the home, user, username, and then this is my area where success messages will be visible. Then this is our form. The form is going to be submitted to users.update. I'm passing the user ID over here. I can also no, this is fine. Method is post. We have this field so that we are able to fake that this is a patch rather than a normal post. This is how Laravel's patch method can be done. Then we have the field for name. This is the display, and then we have our field. Okay, the X input. This is a component that I have created, and username, which is over here, and then email and the save button. So now with this, let's see how the page looks. It should be one. Okay. Okay, it just says that users.update is not defined, which is kind of correct because I haven't done that over here. I have this. What I will do is go to web.php and in here, right. So this is my form. Okay, this things are visible. This is user 1. Let me see user 2. Okay, I don't have user 2. I don't remember what was the correct ID. Okay, this is user 4. So we should be able to pass this test for now because the username that we are planning to edit is kind of visible there. Okay, so then what are we left with? We are only left with the test which asserts that if I am changing something, then the username changes as well. So our next and probably the last test is updates the name. Just copy these two things and then I make a patch call to that route. So user is user. I don't need this assert OK. So now again, a word of caution. I have been using the autocomplete of PHP Storm and it does save a lot of time. But yes, be careful. Sometimes it does generate some code which is wrong, and if you are not careful, it will create problem. Okay, so this is my route. Yeah, and this is the URL. This is the data. I'm making that patch request, and then I need to assert that my database assert database has users, name is this, and let me pass the ID as well. Okay, so this is what I'm expecting. Now obviously if I run this, it is going to fail and we need to pass that. How do we do that? Well, we haven't created this thing yet. So to handle this request, first of all, let me validate the data. Okay. We are only interested in one field, which is the name. And I'm going to say that it is required minimum 3. That's the only thing. The rest of the fields, I'm not even considering them. For example, if I go to that form, this user name is fine. The username, email, I'm not going to consider them. Okay, for now. Okay, the validation is done. I'll do user where, because I want to update. So first I run the where clause where ID is ID because I'm getting that in the request parameter as a parameter over here. Update name, yeah, equals data name because we have that in our request validated data. Okay, and then we do return redirect user show this. Yes, this is fine. And then with success, user updated successfully. Yeah, that should be fine. And let's see. Perfect. So this is working. Pent parallel. Okay, so 155 tests, all of them are passing, and we have our user edit ready. So why don't I change something and see? All right, go back, and yes, this is working. I guess I'll have to make a few changes to the UI because what is happening is the linking is wrong. So index.blade.php of a user. And where am I showing the username? Yes, so it should be users show and then user. So this should link to the correct form, which is done. I'm thinking also address the detail link. What I can do is take this link, paste it here. I have an edit for project. Let me see where what that icon looks like. Um, There should have been. Oh no, it won't be in show. It will be in edit. Sorry, in index. Yeah, this is the span that I was looking for. Let me see how that looks. Yeah, perfect. So I can click over here and go back. Click here, go back, and let me change the username back to what it was. All right, so that's what we wanted to cover in this video, guys. We have successfully created our user update functionality using test driven development, and I know some of these features are kind of repeatable, and I'm really hoping that by till this point, if you have come and you have followed the entire series, you would be already quite comfortable with these things. But generally, because I wanted to build this project in public, I am capturing almost all the functionalities possible on this application, except for small tweaks. For example, I have introduced the back button, which I haven't created a video out of it because I thought it is not very useful. But yeah, that's generally what I'm trying to do. Share your feedbacks, what you like about this series and the videos so far, about the application. If you feel that there are certain features which are important, share your feedback, and I'll be more than happy to discuss and implement them. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, do click on the thumbs up icon and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.